After learning about key types and blank key selection, are you still confused? How can the blank key in your hand become a working car key? How should you choose the programming method, manual programming or OBD programming? In today's lesson, we'll go to the final step directly. From the general key programming workflow to different programming methods, I'll break it down step by step. First, let's talk about the key programming workflow. For an add key job, when the customer still has a working key, remember this simple rule: check, test, prepare, and program. First, check, confirm the vehicle model, model year, key shape, and the number of remotes. The model year can be checked by the VIN. Second, test. Use a suitable tool to check the transponder type, the remote frequency, and whether all transponder functions are working properly. Third, prepare. Prepare the correct transponder chip. It can be a standard chip or a dedicated chip. Prepare the remote as well. It can be an OEM remote or an aftermarket blank key. Also prepare a compatible tool and make sure you know the exact tool model. Fourth, program. For key programming, there are usually three parts: the key blade, the transponder chip, and the remote. Then copy or clone each part according to the vehicle. For an all keys lost job, remember another simple rule: check and ask first. What should you check? Check the owner information, the vehicle model, and the model year. Again, the model year can be confirmed by the VIN. What should you ask? The most important thing is to confirm that the vehicle really belongs to the customer. Also ask how many original remotes the vehicle had, how many buttons were on the original key, and what the original key looked like. Then confirm the correct transponder type and the remote frequency based on the vehicle model and model year. For preparation, it is the same as the add key situation. Prepare the correct transponder, the correct remote, and the tool that supports key programming for this vehicle. For programming, all keys lost has a few more important steps than add key. First, you may need to unlock the car and decode the lock cylinder to get a key baiting. Then generate and program the transponder, the remote, and the smart key, depending on the vehicle. Second, let's talk about programming methods. The choice of programming method mainly depends on two situations: with an original working key or without an original working key. The operation logic is completely different. Let's break them down one by one. First situation, the customer has an original working key. This is relatively easier. For a mechanical key, you only need to duplicate the key blade. This is the lowest cost method and it is very suitable for beginners. For a remote key, OBD programming is usually the first choice. You only need to connect to the OBD port and follow the two prompts. It is simple and efficient. For a smart key, if there is an original working key, key cloning is usually the first choice. The success rate is high, and it can avoid the complicated online programming process. So remember this: if there is an original working key, don't make the job too complicated. Save cost when you can. Choose the better method when you can. Keep it as simple as possible. Use the lowest cost and the fastest method first. Next, let's talk about the second situation. There is no original working key. In an all keys lost situation, this is usually the biggest headache for beginners. For a mechanical key, you need to remove or decode the lock cylinder first. After getting the key baiting, you can cut a new key blade. For all keys lost remote keys, the remote can be generated and programmed by OBD, but some models require a PIN code or security code. The code can be obtained by VIN lookup or by reading data from the vehicle module. For a smart key, in an all keys lost situation, the operation is more complicated. You may need to remove the smart box, smart key ECU, and read the data. Some models may also require online programming. The difficult part of all keys lost is that you may need to remove the body control module or BCM, the smart box, smart key, ECU, or other related modules. This requires higher technical skills. The total cost and the working time will also be more than an add key job. For today, just remember one sentence: choose the right method before you start the job. To choose the right method, first check whether the customer has an original working key. This decides the main programming plan. Then confirm the original key's transponder type, frequency, key model, and which tool can program keys for this vehicle. As long as you remember this workflow, you won't panic during a real job, and you can complete the key programming more smoothly. What topic do you want to learn in the next lesson? Tell me in the comments. Don't forget to like, save, and follow us. We'll continue sharing more practical auto locksmith and car key programming knowledge.